Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum students. I hope you all are fine and enjoying good health at your homes. And I hope you are enjoying your summer pet projects, which are very interesting based on your dictionary and magazine making in English. These are your English projects. Class 8, we all have done present indefinite passive voice. Let's start with a past indefinite passive voice. Let's start our lecture with a very kind message. The kindness costs nothing but means everything. We should be very kind with everyone. इसको हमें इसकी कोई कीमत नहीं होती, लेकिन जब हम काइंड तरीके से, रहमदिली से, प्यार से किसी के साथ पेश आते हैं तो वो उसके लिए बहुत मायने रखता है। बेटा हमें एक दूसरे के साथ, अपने फ्रेंड्स के साथ, अपनी क्लास में, क्लास फेलोज के साथ, अपने छोटों के साथ रहमदिली, काइंडनेस के साथ पेश आना चाहिए। Let's start with the lecture, that is past indefinite kindness. After the kindness message, past indefinite passive voice. Rules of passive voice. Type of sentences, rule of making past indefinite active voice. Subject plus verb, second form of verb plus object plus full stop. Rule of converting past indefinite active voice to passive voice. Convert object to subject plus was verb plus third form of verb plus by plus convert subject to object plus remaining sentence, if any, plus full stop. The helping verb which are used in past indefinite passive voice are was and were. We use was with a singular person and were with plural persons, plural noun. In negative, subject plus in active voice, negative, subject plus did plus not plus first form of verb plus object plus full stop. Why we use first form of verb? Because did is already a second form of do. Rule of converting past indefinite negative sentence. Convert object to subject plus was, were plus not plus verb plus third form of verb plus by plus convert subject to object plus remaining sentence plus full stop. We all know in passive voice we use third form of verb, and we use by, and we all know that subject becomes object and object becomes a subject in passive voice. Interrogative, did plus subject plus verb, first form of verb plus object plus question mark. The rule of making past indefinite active voice interrogative sentence. Rule of converting past indefinite tense into interrogative. Was verb plus convert to object to subject plus verb plus third form of verb plus by convert subject to object plus remaining question mark. Past indefinite passive voice. Active sentences in the simple past tense have the following structure: subject plus past tense form of verb plus object. Passive sentences in the simple past tense have the following structure: object of the active sentence plus was were plus past participle form of verb plus by plus subject of the active sentence. In simple sentences, in simple form, you can say that object plus was were plus third form of verb plus by plus subject. This is your formation of past indefinite passive voice. Look at the examples. He wrote a letter. In passive voice, letter is your object. It becomes the subject of passive voice. A letter was. Was is your helping verb in passive voice, past indefinite. Third form of verb, written by and him. The objective case of subject. A letter was written by him. In active voice, they knew it. It was known to them. Use of passive. Passive voice is used when the focus is on the action, not on the subject who is doing and however is it doing and what is performing the action. कौन सी चीज क्या कर रही है, कौन क्या कर रहा है. The focus is on the action, not on the subject. It is not important or to not known however who or what is performing the action. Example, My bike was stolen. In the above example, the focus is on the fact that my bike was stolen. I don't know who did it. Sometimes a statement in passive voice is more polite than the active voice, as the following example shows. A mistake was made. In this case, I focus on the fact that a mistake was made, but I don't know, but I do not blame anyone and I don't know who did the mistake. So I do not blame anyone. For example, you have made a mistake. Here in this, I am blaming you, the person who is in front of me, so that I am blaming on the second person. You have made a mistake. And in this, as I told you, in passive voice, the focus is on the action. In this sentence, the focus is on the mistake, not on the person who did it. Form of passive voice, subject plus finite form of to be plus past participle, जिसे हम third form of verb कहते हैं. Example, a letter was written. When rewriting active sentence in passive voice, note the following. The object of the active sentence becomes the subject of the passive sentence. The finite form of the verb is changed to be plus past participle. The subject of the active sentence becomes the object of the passive sentence or is dropped. Okay, sometimes in the sentence we have two objects. So how to convert that type of active sentence into passive sentence? They have two formations. You can convert in both senses. For example, Rita wrote a letter. A letter is also an object. To me is also the objective case of I. So you can convert the first formation of converting passive sentences with two objects is passive. A letter was written to me. To me would remain the same by Rita. A letter would come in the first form as we use normally the object in the first as a subject, and we put was helping verb and the third form of verb written. To me will remain the same and Rita would become the object of the passive voice, and we can change the sentence in the same way. हम यहाँ पर to me जो कि ऑब्जेक्टिव केस है आई का, इसको हम I भी लिख सकते हैं. ओके हम इसको इस तरह से भी कन्वर्ट कर सकते हैं. पैसिव, आई वॉज रिटन अ लेटर बाय रीटा. अ लेटर सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट वो अपनी पोजीशन में ही रहेगा, ठीक है. और जो आपका सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट था वो आपका सब्जेक्ट बन जाएगा पैसिव वॉइस में, ठीक है. आई वॉज रिटन अ लेटर बाय रीटा, और बाय रीटा जो कि आपका सब्जेक्ट था वो पैसिव वॉइस में सेकेंड ऑब्जेक्ट बन जाएगा. ओके सो पैसिव वॉइस सेंटेंसेस विद टू केस ऑब्जेक्ट्स, इस तरह से भी सेंटेंसेस समटाइम्स आ जाते हैं. फॉर एग्जाम्पल, ही gave me a box of chocolate. He gave me is also the first object. A box of chocolate is the second object. I can also write it, a box of chocolate was given to me by him. Or I can also write, I was given a box of chocolate by him. So I hope you all got the full understanding of passive voice, past indefinite. I again repeat by converting the first example into passive voice. In passive voice, subject becomes the object and object becomes the subject. We always use third form of verb. We always use by, and only the difference is that we change the helping verbs. In past indefinite passive voice, the formation is object plus was verb plus third form of verb plus subject. As I told you here, the object of the active sentence becomes the subject of the passive sentence. You can see here. Object plus was verb plus third form of verb, past participle form of verb plus by plus subject. This is your formation of passive voice. Let's do this exercise on your copies. We spoke the truth. The truth was spoken by us. Truth is object, it becomes a subject. Sorry, it's a object and it becomes a subject. Okay, of the passive voice. The truth object पहले आ जाएगा, object plus was verb. Was truth is one. The object, the truth was spoken by us. She drove a car. A car was driven by her. He drank milk. Milk was drunk by him. So your work is that you have to do rest of your sentences on your copies. I hope you got a full understanding. Thank you so much. If any confusion, you can revise this video as well. And you can ask your teacher as well. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.